Yes?
You said make a right at the blacksmith, right? I got freaked out by the little mouth issue. Bruma house. Hello? Anybody here? Do I have a torch? It's a little dark in here. I do not have a torch. Anybody home? Anybody? I suppose not. I really should have listened to that guy's instructions better. I was a little bit in awe of everything. That is my bad. Hi there.
Need something?
I mean, I know I have to go speak with the Countess, who is Rigmor. I know where the hall is, so I can very well just go there on my own. That's not an issue. I really was not expecting open cities. That's crazy. Hi there. Oh, hello?
Halt! What is your business here?
I'm here to speak with the Countess.
You'll be lucky. She's never here. Better off checking the tap and tack.
Wait, is she...
Guardian General.
Is she of drinking age? Did you just call me Guardian?
Guardian General?
It's been some time since I was called that, soldier.
I was with you at the Battle of Whiterun, Cassius Legion, wounded in battle.
Those were dark times. You have my respect.
Aye, General. It was an honor and a privilege to serve under you. But, as my friend says, Milady Rigmor is not with him.
Actually, I'm here to see Sigun.
Why didn't you say, pass, General?
Alright. We're gonna lower the music a little bit. As much as I love it, it's a little bit too much just in regards to the voice acting. It's just a little bit loud compared to some of the voices, so we're just gonna turn that down so that we can still hear it, but that it's not overpowering anyone's dialogue, so we can still hear them nice and clear. Go to the throne room and wait for attendance.
2 weeks since the Emperor requested the Countess's presence at the Imperial City. The Emperor would like to know, no, he demands to know, why the Countess has not made the time to attend. As you can see by my own presence here today, it's absolutely imperative that she does.
I am sorry, Lord Chancellor. I will make sure the Countess learns of the urgency to attend.
One might begin to think the Countess is avoiding her duties to the Empire. One might think Lady Sigun has become the Countess-in-waiting, while her daughter...
Enough! Lord Chancellor, mind your tone and manners. Please inform the Emperor the Countess will be forthcoming. I shall personally make sure she attends as soon as possible.
Please do. I would hate to have to find and escort her to the palace myself. I think you understand the gravity of this needless situation only too well. You have 1 week from today to comply. Good day, Lady Sigun.
I want to see what armor these guys are wearing. Oh god, you are just an angry-looking little man, aren't you?
A case of farmer's chicken.
Dragonborn!
Carice! I knew you would be here.
We have an obligation to protect and serve the descendants of Morgan of Winterhold.
You don't need to whisper, I know what's going on. Of course, Sigun asked me to come, and here I am.
Lady Sigun is in parley. Come, we can wait in the cabinet room.
Man, if there was ever a time that I wanted the ability to hug people in Skyrim, and that it was an action or something that you could do, then now would be the time. This mod would be the time. It's like when Sigun comes back, it's like that is the time that you hug someone.
Jimmy, listen to me carefully. If I hear of your
I
dog
might need
again,
to get a
it
torch
will
or something.
cease
It's
to
a
be.
little dark in here.
Do
Makes
you
sense.
understand?
It absolutely makes sense. It's very fitting, but I might need to
Malasar,
get a torch
take
or something.
acceptance from the court purse and compensate
Hi.
the plaintiff.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit and wait. I'm not gonna sit at the head of the table. That's for Sigun. That's where she should sit. Oh, there's a picture of Rigmor. Wasn't that nice? Grew her hair out. Do you want me to talk to you? Do you need to go tell Sigun that we're here? Do you think she saw me? Do you think she remembers me? It's been a few years. How's it going?
Well met.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Thank the gods you came.
See, now's the time for a
How
hug.
many years now?
Too many.
Well met.
Too many. I got your letter, Sigun.
She did write you, you know, but we could never find you.
There were a lot of mods out. How is she?
She's fine. You know Rigmor. When we first arrived, it took some time to get used to our new lives. She didn't take too well to living here in the keep. Our old house is now her apartment.
Ooh.
I have been left to attend to the more mundane courtly duties, with the help of court advisor Malisam and Master Freathoff.
Ah, Guardian, alive and well. I am so pleased to make your acquaintance once again.
Oh, he's... Alright, never mind. He's busy.
Well met.
Oh, nothing else happened. Okay, there we go. Malisum, I take it you have settled in well?
I seem to have this preference for cold, wintry places. We feel right at home here, don't we, Keris? Please let me introduce you to Master Freathoff, a scholar and court mage to the Countess.
I have heard so much about you, Guardian. It's good to finally meet you at long last.
Come, let's sit. Help yourselves to refreshments.
Oh, I love refreshments. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong seat. Wrong seat. I'm sorry, you picked out a chair for me and I didn't even pay attention to it. I am so sorry. It has my name on it and everything. So, what's going on?
Well met.
Sigun, what's all this about? And who was that back there?
Martin Blackwell, Lord Chancellor to the Emperor.
Ugh.
A very dangerous man, Guardian. He heads a very secretive and powerful spy network. Former Lord Chancellor to Titus Mead II, and now does the bidding of the new dynasty.
So, he supports this usurper?
His loyalties lie in the sworn oath to protect and serve the imperial throne, no matter whose behind rests upon it. He became bitter after failing to find Titus Mead II, leaving a rather long and bloody trail behind him. He blames the Dark Brotherhood and utterly crushed the underground ring here in Cyrodiil. But he is cruel and devious, and we have good cause to fear him.
Okay, so this does touch on the thing that people have discussed before in regards to Elder Scrolls lore with, even if the player character doesn't undertake the guild questlines, the events of those questlines still take place in the lore, and they're still canon. So the Emperor being assassinated in Skyrim will happen regardless of if you, the player character, does the Dark Brotherhood quests, or if someone, like just some random NPC, were, say, to do it off-screen. Like, in the Elder Scrolls 6, it would still be addressed that Titus Mead II was killed by the Dark Brotherhood. What has this all to do with Rigmor?
Before he can be coronated, the Emperor needs Rigmor to sign the noble decree.
Oh.
Yes. Our bandit king is to bestow upon himself the title of Titus Mead the Third.
Oh.
Rigmor has yet to sign it, but to do so, she would have to enter the nest of vipers. I cannot be sure whether they know of Rigmor's true ancestry. If they do, she would be considered a pretender to the imperial throne.
Sethius is a common bandit. Although very powerful, he is no noble. As far as we know, Titus Mead II left no living heir. As the noble houses of Cyrodiil bickered and argued, Sethius took the throne by right of combat, as Titus Mead I took the throne from Thules 200 years ago. Rigmor's ancestral link to Titus Mead I puts her in grave danger if Sethius were to find out.
If all she does is have to sign this document, so be it. But we cannot let her go alone. However much I hate what has happened to Cyrodiil, this bandit king becoming emperor by right of combat. We cannot change that, and don't want to. When the war happened, Cepheus sent envoys. We told them Bruma was a free city. We wanted no trouble. I didn't want a repeat of what happened to Leowyn.
It was virtually razed to the ground, half the populace put to the sword in a shining example of the ruthlessness of our new liege. All the nobles, including ourselves, took the chance of amnesty, laid down our arms, and signed the white gold settlement of the year 203 of the Fourth Era. We were left as a free city only until recently. Cepheus now wants us to sign the noble decree as well. Apparently he needs it to legally become part of the Mede dynasty. Bruma is, after all, part of Cyrodiil and the Empire.
I smell some about Cepheus. Also, Titus Mede II didn't leave any heirs. Dude was old as dirt. If he was a good emperor and knew what was what, he absolutely should have had heirs when he was younger. The guy was old as dirt. This Cepheus, what of him? Bandit King, you say? I mean, I know that he was mentioned in the notes, so I'm a little familiar.
He was always causing problems here in Cyrodiil. After the disappearance of Titus Mede II, his bandit army grew so big not even the legions could contain it.
His army would attack and plunder at will. The imperial court, in absence of the emperor, sent for General Quintus Vitalis of the Northern Army. By the time Quintus arrived, it was all but over. Cepheus had marched into the imperial city with some 5,000 men. Quintus could not cross the bridge.
The imperial court surrendered the city. Quintus was sent with the Northern Legion to the Hammerfell border to protect Anvil, effectively stopping Redguard nomad bandits from the Brenner River area. You see, Guardian, now there is peace in Cyrodiil. What was destroyed is being rebuilt. There are no raids and attacks on the counties anymore. The bandit army became overnight the new Imperial army. Our only concern is Rigmor's welfare.
Oh.
Your reputation goes before you, Dragonborn. Everyone knows of the defeat of the New Order and Alduin. But by her nobility, Rigmor is now caught up in this ridiculous power play. We just want her to sign the document and return home. But as Jonte says, if they know, she might not return at all, and we cannot risk the chance that they do.
Oh, so the new Imperial army is literally just bandits.
Well met.
Don't worry, I'll escort Rigmor to the palace. Where is she?
If only I knew. I'll let Jonte fill you in on the current situation with my daughter. I must apologize, Dragonborn. I'm so tired and must retire. Once you've finished here, Carice will show you to your room.
I get a room? Oh, also, no, I'm sorry. I have to speak with you first. I'm sorry. Malifsum?
Ah, yes, the errant countess. Rigmor is a law unto herself. I had hoped she might someday take responsibility for her newfound position, but it's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? Really? I'm afraid.
Still a rebel at heart?
You could put it that way, Guardian, but she seems happy when she does grace us with her presence. Of late, she's been spending her time between the Tap and Tack Ale House and the Roxy Inn. The latter is a mile south of this side of Lake Rumer.
Is she of drinking age? Wait, it's been 4 years since I last saw her, so yeah, I think she would be. Yeah. I had hoped she had found what she was looking for.
If she does frequent Bruma, she abodes at her apartment. behind the cathedral, 5th house along from the inn in the lower quarter. Or the Tap and Tack. You might try there first. Ask about. She keeps unruly company, and of late has been in the company of Count Leowin's son, Robert de Medalius.
Ooh. Oh, here you go. This is where things pick up. Here's where some of the choices come from. This is if you romanced her. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like I said, I always chose to see her as a little sister or as a daughter figure, so not going that route. Well, she was a little young in the first mod was all. I think she was supposed to be around 16 or 17, but I mean, that is young. Robert de Medalius?
After the sacking of Leowin and the murder of the Count and his family, Cepheus placed one of his trusted henchmen in the Count of Leowin's place. Robert is his son. Sigun and I tried to advise Rigmor that he is not of noble character. We had hoped to match her with the Count of Coral's son. And she took absolutely no notice whatsoever, and did as she always does. Her own thing, essentially.
That must be real awkward if you romance her. He had better be taking good care of her.
Guardian, as long as she's happy, or as happy as can be considering her traumatic past, we are happy too.
That must be real awkward.
However you feel or felt for Rigmor, and I do know you became close, you were, after all, a guardian. Time moves on, but there's something else.
That's the other thing. As her guardian, I feel like it almost would have been taking advantage of that situation and betraying that trust if you did romance her. So it was the thing of I felt like it would be irresponsible to romance her given the fact that I was in this more authoritative role over her. Go on.
Ariel Cepheus is a weak emperor. He is not the true power behind the throne. If it were a simple case of escorting Rigmor to the Imperial Court to simply sign the document, I would have sent an escort from the Bruma garrison, which would have sufficed. As you know, as a disciple of my beloved mistress, I have certain privileges and insight, and there is indeed a very real concern Rigmor would be in danger at the court.
I'm loving this. I'm loving the political intrigue and everything. What are you trying to tell me, Malisem?
We believe Cepheus' wife is a daughter of Cold Harbor.
Ooh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
She is 300 years old, yet her skin maintains a likeness akin to that of porcelain.
We believe she is behind Cepheus' rise through the bandit ranks, and ultimately responsible for the usurpation of the Imperial throne.
This is where things get juicy, everyone. A daughter of Cold Harbor?
Yes, a vampire. My mistress thinks so. As far as we know, she is never seen in daylight at all.
Just look at her eyes. Literally, just look at her eyes and you will know. Usually the case. Man, we just finished the whole vampire thing with Vigilant, and now here we go. Yeah, I can't escape the vampires. They're everywhere. Have children been disappearing here in Cyrodiil?
I think Friafoth is better informed to explain further.
There used to be, many years ago, but it stopped all of a sudden after the catastrophe.
Oh?
Continue, Friafoth. It's all right. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that.
Was tutor to the former Countess of Bruma, Guardian.
Oh no.
And can also explain the terrible manner in which the position became available.
Oh no. Oh, I don't want to question him about this. He's gonna feel guilty. She's gonna have been kidnapped or, you know, taken and stolen. Okay. Alright, he's gonna feel bad. I feel bad.
For many years I had served the former Count and Countess of Bruma and schooled their only child, a daughter, in the ways of nobility, etiquette, and mathematics. The Countess lost her husband in a riding accident when... I can't bring myself to say her name. One night, Sophia just disappeared. How we searched. I never gave up. But as the weeks turned into months, the poor Countess became withdrawn. She lost the will to live and died of a broken heart.
Alright, Padme.
When Milady Rigmor arrived, she told me all about what had befallen her in Skyrim, how you had rescued Sorella, how a similar thing that happened to Sophia happened to Sorella. That she too had bad dreams, heard voices calling her. I wish I had taken more notice of the poor child. That you rescued Sorella after an encounter with a coven of witch devils, and that they believed that the flesh of restored their youth.
It's okay. It didn't do them any good.
After investigating the disappearance of children in Cyrodiil, it stopped altogether about the time the coven was destroyed.
Same time as the rise of the Bandit King?
Sophia was the last. I fear I must too retire. Recalling this terrible event has taken its toll.
Well, that just leaves us, Malisum, and Carice, of course. I'm sorry, you're just sitting back there very patient. Can we trust him? Of course we can trust him. He's fine.
Oh, no doubt at all, Guardian. Rigmor's arrival saved him. They get along very well indeed, and she is rather fond of him. She rarely speaks to me, though, or her mother, if she does come to the castle. She thinks we meddle too much in her life. But she will confide in Friafoth.
Finding Rigmor has, all of a sudden, become more urgent.
There must be more to this. A dark set of events, Guardian. Something that eludes us. To have such powers of recalling, it all ties into my suspicions, but Cepheus is not an uncommon name. We could, of course, be completely and utterly wrong.
If all has gone quiet, where did they go? And why stop now?
I'll have to conduct some investigations. Hammerfell would be a good starting point. After all, a brood mother must have a brood, and fledglings cannot help but make a lot of noise. I would advise you to rest for a while. If there are more sinister reasons to what's behind the Imperial throne, it certainly won't be anything to do with a young errant know-it-all, but we can't take the chance they know of her ancestry.
You did the right thing sending for me.
Carice will show you to your room. I must bid you good night.
Good night, isn't it still the afternoon? Oh, Jesus, alright, we've been talking forever. I don't know why, but him saying Hammerfell would be a good starting point, the very first thing my mind went to was, oh, we're getting a sequel to Rigmor of Cyrodiil. Rigmor of Hammerfell. Too soon to say. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it was literally just he's going to go talk with the contacts in Hammerfell, but that was what my mind went to immediately. We have to build the Rigmor cinematic universe. I'm starting the petition right now. Rigmor cinematic universe. You heard it here first, folks. Carice?
Follow me, Dragonborn.
I feel bad. We didn't talk at all. Everyone's just pushing you around, and I know that you're here to help and everything, but still, it's like, come on. Let's involve Carice in our conversation. She's still helpful. She's still useful. Rigmor adores her. We have to support everyone. Come on. Everyone has to play a part. in everything that's going on. Oh, look, and we got a picture of the Countess of Bruma from Oblivion. Well, isn't that nice? This might actually be the same model or same layout as the hall from Beyond Skyrim Bruma, which I know that there is some overlap in regards to assets and everything, and that Rigmor did get rights to use some of the models and assets and everything from Bruma, so you will see some things that definitely do look similar. I know some of it is in regards specifically to the Aelid ruins. Alright, we're gonna get a torch. We're just very gonna quickly... I just scream, help! We're very quickly just gonna give ourselves a few torches. So, give me 1 second as I find it. Alright, I always forget which of those actually works as a torch item that you can put in your inventory. Ooh, I like this painting. You got some dead fish. You got lots of fruit. Carice, I didn't see where you went. Carice! I'm lost, I don't know this place. Where did she go? Like, in all seriousness, where did Carice go? Journal, follow Carice to your room. I don't see her. All these doors... I mean, all the doors look the same, obviously. I just don't know which room is mine. Carice? Where are you? If you could just tell me which room is mine, that would be great. That's Malisum's room. Sorry, buddy. I am sorry. Not sure where that leads. God, this place is big. This place is massive. All I need to do is find Carice. Is this my bed? Perchance? Did that door just close behind me? Who closed this door? If I open the door, it's gonna stay open, damn it. Oh. I found you. Damn it, I was hoping that was my room. The big room. But I guess it makes sense that I wouldn't get the nicest place. Ooh, I like the little decorative throw, though, on my bed.
Well met.
Carice, can you tell me what's been going on with Rigmor?
You know her as well as I do.
The situation with Robert?
Why does he concern you?
I'm looking out for her, you know? Oh. Rigmor's like family to me. I am only looking out for her. Lover. I still have feelings for her. Intimate lover. Ceres. Or Carice. I still love her. Oh, so it definitely seems like you can try and get her back then, and that the conversation topic with Malisum doesn't necessarily lock you out from still being able to pursue that. The one thing I will say is that I can appreciate the fact that maybe you want to make that change in the relationship now versus the first mod, because it is the thing of, it's been 5 years, she's older now, more mature and everything. So, you know what? We're actually going to end it here for the day. I want your responses below. I want to know what you guys think, what route we should take. Stick with the like family to me, which continues how I played the first mod, or if we want to go the romance path because time has passed, she's older, and we don't necessarily have the same relationship that we did before, and there's a chance to change that relationship. So, let me know in your comments below what you would like to see, because I'm honestly torn between the choices. I'm curious, because I feel like doing the romance path might be much more interesting in this mod and more fleshed out, given how much they're bringing it up right now, even at the start. But thank you guys for watching. Next week we will continue with more Rigmor of Cyrodiil. Really enjoying it so far, so I'm looking forward to how this goes. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see, and we'll take it from there. Bye, guys.